Dear friends, it gives me an immense pleasure Dear friends, it gives me an immense pleasure to speak before you. Our beloved Chairman Sir, who is the Railway Minister of Karnataka State, Sri Suresh Angadi Sir, suggested all teachers to take online classes for all students of Karnataka State, which will be beneficial to the society in this COVID situation. As per our chairman's wish, with the help of our director, Dr. Spurti Patil, and principal of ACCS, Srimati Sangeeta Desai, myself, Sri Shivprasad Bhagwantanavar, HOD of Suresh Angadi Commerce and Science College and lecturer in biology, commencing today's session. So, I'm very happy to interact with you people. Today, you people are here to see the idea of CET, JEE, NEET examinations. Now here I am giving you some ideas how to solve biology questions and how to study it. Very important. Because every 100% portion we cannot cover here. We teachers, we can guide you and we can give you some ideas. Depending on that, you people have to face the coming problems. Now first of all, the biology. Here we are studying the living world. Now the question arises, what is living? So the organism, when you say it is living in the sense, the organism must show the growth, sense, metabolism, reproduction, etc. All these characters, if the organism is showing, then we can say the organism is live, that is living. Now, in this chapter, we are not studying any theoretical parts. Here, whenever the questions are arising, when we are getting options, the options only I am explaining it to you. And that is the best way to study. And also, if you want to answer each and every question, the main thing is you should have a thorough knowledge. So how to get this thorough knowledge? You will come to know now. First of all, the unit 1, the living world. Now here is the first question. Choose the correct pair. Now here, 4 options are given to you. You have to choose which is the correct pair. Now here, first of all, whatever options are given, you should have a clear idea about the options. Then only you can able to answer. Now see, I am telling you here. First one is A, the option A, sericulture and fish. Now, first of all, you should know what is sericulture, how fish is related with it, whether it is related or not. First, see, I will tell you what is sericulture. Sericulture is a process in which the rearing of silkworms is taking place. The human beings, they are rearing silkworms for silk purpose. Here, silkworms, they are developing themselves by eating mulberry leaves. And then the cocoons are formed. From the cocoon, the silk is extracted. So, the first option is sericulture and fish. is not a correct answer because fish is nowhere related to sericulture. Now the second option, that is silviculture and silkworm. Now silviculture, what is silviculture then? Silviculture, in case of this, we are growing timber plants in barren lands of the forest. We may consider it under forestry. So here timber plants are grown and they are utilized for the mankind. Here the silkworm is nowhere related to silviculture. So this option is also not correct. Now we will go to the option C. In option C, the apiculture and honeybee is given. Now see, the apiculture. What is apiculture? Here, the rearing of honeybees for the purpose of honey. Here we can see, apiculture is rearing of honeybees for the honey sake. So, apiculture and honeybee is given. This is the right answer. So, here, the honeybee and apiculture is the right answer. But we'll go to the next one also. We'll see pisciculture and forestry. What is pisciculture? Here, rearing of fishes, aquatic organisms. That process we are calling it as pisciculture. But pisciculture is nowhere related to forestry. So this option is also totally wrong. Here option C is correct answer. So this is the correct pair of this question. We'll move to the next question now. Biology is concerned with. Now biology is concerned with what? First of all, what is biology? We have to understand. Bio and logy is logos. So bio is life, logos is study. Life study is nothing but a biology. Now see here. Biology is concerned with, we'll see, DNA, living organisms, biomass, life as recorded for fossils. Now, first option, DNA. DNA is a nucleic acid. And here, actually nucleic acids are of two types you are knowing, DNA and RNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA is ribose nucleic acid. So, two types of nucleic acids. These are the hereditary characters. Later, we are calling this DNA as gene also. So, this is not a correct answer. Now, coming to B, that is biomass. So, biomass is indicating the weight of the body. Take any organism, it is having its own kind of weight. Or a group of organisms, they are having their own kind of weight. This weight is calculated in kgs, that is kilograms. So, here, this option is also not related to this. So, now coming to the option C, living organisms. So, here in the beginning, biology. Bio, life, logos, study. Life study. Here, living organismal study is nothing but a biology. So, option C is the correct answer. We'll go to the option D also. Option D, life as recorded for fossils. Then what are fossils? Fossils are the remnants of the organisms. Remnants in the sense remaining parts. Now see, some of the organisms, because of the environmental condition, by other reasons, the organisms are dying. Their body parts, they will be thrown here and there. Then whatever the hard parts are there, they are well preserved in the nature. And after few years, after so many years, they will be coming out from that original place and it will be the human beings are getting them. Then they are studying regarding the other organisms. And these remnants, these remaining materials, whatever are there, those are called as fossils. So, fossil is also not related with this. So, as a result, biology is concerned with the option C, living organisms. Living organism is the right answer. We'll go to the next question now. Now, branch of zoology dealing with the study of fishes is known as. So, branch of zoology dealing with the study of fishes. Here, study of fishes, it should be underlined, is known as. What it is known? Now see the options. Herpetology, ichthyology, then mammalogy, then ornithology. Now see, herpetology. First of all, what is herpetology? Herpetology is a study of reptiles. The reptile study is called as herpetology. Then mammalogy, the study of mammals. All mammals what we are studying, that we are calling it as mammalogy. Ichthyology. Ichthyology, we are studying regarding the aquatic organisms. We are studying regarding the fishes. So, ichthyology, here the correct answer is ichthyology, option C. So, what it is asked? Zoology dealing with the study of fishes. The study of fishes is nothing but ichthyology. Then last one also you can see, ornithology. Ornithology is nothing but the study of birds. So, study of birds is called as ornithology. Here, in this question, the correct answer is option B, ichthyology. Now, we'll go to the next question. The study of form and structure of organisms is. Study of form and structure of the organism. Okay, whatever external appearance, that you people are studying and you people are saying it as, just see the options, ecology, taxonomy, anatomy, morphology. Now one by one we will see. Ecology. Ecology is concerned with organisms relating with the environment. So whatever the organisms, they are living in the environment, and together you people are calling it as the ecology. That study you are calling it as ecology. Now taxonomy. Taxonomy is the study of classification of organisms. Whatever organisms are there, we are classifying, we are segregating, we are separating. Such a type of separation, such a type of segregations, you are calling them as taxonomy. Now, anatomy. Anatomy is the study of internal structure of the organisms. Whatever internal structures you people are studying, okay, that study you people are calling it as anatomy. Now, the last option is D, morphology. Morphology is the study of external characters of the organism or appearance of the organism or the structure, shape, size of the organism. That you people are calling it as morphology. Now, the question here is study of form and structure of organism. Form and structure in the sense the morphological character, external characters. So the option D is the right answer, that we are calling it as morphology. So option D is the right answer. We'll go to the next question. Now, oncology is the study of oncology. It is one of the branch in biology. Okay, you people are studying for what? Now, 4 options are given here. One is dead cells. Another one is living cells. Third one is dividing cells. Fourth one is cancerous cells. Now, here, the oncology is the study of cancerous cells. So, option D is the right answer, cancerous cells. We'll go to the next question. Now, binomial nomenclature was introduced by. So, here just see, Many number of millions and millions of organisms are present in the nature. To study them in a heap way, it is highly impossible. We have to segregate them. We have to make smaller groups and then we have to study. And when you are making a groups, when you are taking an individual or one of the species, that time you have to name it. So naming in the sense in haphazard way you cannot name. ICBN and ICZN, these are the organizations. ICBN in the sense International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. ICZN in the sense International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. So whatever the plant species you are studying, you are relating with ICBN. Whatever animal species you are studying, you are relating with the ICZN. It is having this organization made certain rules, international rules. All scientists, they have to follow this while naming system. Here binomial, by itself is indicating two. So two naming system. One is genus name, another one is species name, or generic name, another one is specific name. So both are to be added there. Say for example, Abhay Patil. So Abhay Patil, these are the two names. Abhay is an individual, Patil is his surname. We are taking it in reverse way because genera is bigger and species is smaller. Patil is a big family. Abhay is an individual. So Patil we are considering a generic name and Abhay we are considering it as specific name. So here in binomial nomenclature system, first we are taking genera and then we are taking species. So generic name first, then comes the specific name, species name. Okay. So say for example the mango plant, Mangifera indica. Mangifera is a generic name, indica is a specific name, and it is having some rules and regulations. Okay, in the meantime, okay, when other questions are arising, that time I'll explain it to you. But here you remember that binomial nomenclature system, it was given by Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, so here two naming system you people are observing. Now we'll go through the options. Now here the Linnaeus, Darwin, Aristotle, De Candolle. So here the correct option is the A option, that is Carolus Linnaeus. So Linnaeus is the right answer. We'll go to the next question now. The cell nucleus was discovered by. Here actually cell nucleus, you people are knowing the cell, whether it is a plant cell or animal cell, it is having a rounded ball-like structure inside the cell. What you people are observing under microscope or even in your textbook diagrams. That rounded ball-like structure itself is a nucleus. And inside that smaller ball structure you are getting, that you are calling it as nucleolus. So nucleus and nucleolus. This nucleus is actually nucleus is called as the, what you call, it is a main switch of the cell. So why I am calling main switch in the sense, the nucleus is containing chromosomes. The chromosomes are the hereditary characters. So the nucleus, first it was it was found by Robert Brown. Okay, we'll see the options here. Here A, Robert Brown, B, Schleiden, C, Robert Hooke, D, Rudolf Virchow. So here option A is the right answer, that is Robert Brown. So we'll go to the next question. The chemical energy of a cell is converted into. So you might be heard the word bioluminescence. What is bioluminescence? Okay, I'll give a nice example for this. During night time, usually in the winter season, Okay, small insects, they will fly here and there in the dark. Sometimes they are emitting light. Okay, for shortest period, it is emitting a light, suddenly light will be off. Okay, their body is preparing light. Okay, now see here, the chemical energy of a cell. The cell is containing an energy. That chemical energy is converted into light energy. Because of that, you people can see a bioluminescence. Now we'll see the options. A, light energy. B, thermal energy. C, radiant energy. And the last one is mechanical energy. Here, option A is the right answer. That is light energy. Now here, thermal energy in the sense it is a heat energy. And radiant energy in the sense it is solar energy. Mechanical energy in the sense energy may be converted from one to another form. So option A is the right answer. That is nothing but light energy. We'll go to the next question. Now what I said, that word is here. Just you observe. In the organisms which show bioluminescence, the chemical energy of a cell is converted into what I explained earlier is the right. Just see here, that is nothing but a light energy. Here, the correct option is light energy. We'll go to the next one. Now, cause of mimicry is. So, mimicry in the sense, everybody is doing mimicries. You people are knowing. Even so many organisms, they are undergoing mimicries. Why for they are practicing that mimicry? It is very important. Now, say for example, when a cat is there side to you, you just beat it. What it does, it is taking its body completely back, taking its head down and crawling on you. Isn't it? It is also kind of mimicry. Sometimes what happens? They may attack you. They may protect themselves. So for both the purpose, the mimicry is required. Now we'll see the options here. First A is isolation. Isolation in the sense separation. B is attacking. You people are knowing. C is protection. You are knowing. D is both B and C. Here, cause of mimicry is D, both B and C. That is attack as well as protection. So, for this purpose, the mimicries are done. So, we'll stop it here. In the next class, again, we will meet. See you. Bye and good night.